Hey guys, it's Dr. Kalani. I'm not sure if you guys heard me. I was just live on Instagram, but I don't think I connected with you guys on Facebook. And so I am so sorry for being tardy. I thought I was, but then when I signed off, I was like, wait a minute, I never pressed the button. So I'm going to do this presentation again for you guys because I know you guys were waiting for me and I appreciate it so much. So let me introduce myself. My name is Dr. Kalani, your board certified family medicine physician, and I help busy Caribbean professionals achieve optimal health on the go through my concierge medical services and virtual platform. You can live a life of abundant health by having access to premium healthcare on demand. And so today is day 3 of the Slay That Food Craving Challenge, and we're talking about Transformation Tuesdays and mindful eating. And so let's talk about what mindful eating is. If you're not sure, put it in the chat. What is mindful eating and what is mindless eating? And so we're going to talk about the difference between both. And so mindless eating is eating past full and ignoring your body's signals. How many of you have done that mindlessly? You could be sitting there watching a movie and you just eat your popcorn and you don't even realize it's done. Then you have eating when your emotion tells us to eat. So when you're sad, when you're bored, when you're lonely. These are things that we do and we mindlessly eat because we're trying to fill a void. Then the next one is eating when you're alone or at random times and places. How many of us, maybe while we're busy at work, will just grab something quick and sit there and eat while we're doing something else? Then there's eating foods that are emotionally comforting. Just because you're sad doesn't mean that you have to eat 12 donuts or Krispy Kreme donuts just to satisfy your pain. Hey, hey Sherry Simpson, thanks for joining me. Hey Dwayne, I'm sorry again that I was late. I thought I pressed the button, but I didn't. But I was on Instagram, so I'm coming back to you guys. So what about eating and multitasking? So you could be on the phone eating. You could be watching me on Facebook Live eating. These are things that we mindlessly eat and we're not paying attention to what we're doing, so you end up overeating during those times. And then what about considering a meal as an end product? Many times we don't think about what it is and where the food comes from, and we just look at it as a means and I'm hungry, I need to eat it now. And that's because we waited too long to eat. And so I want to give you guys a couple of tips on how to mindfully eat. And so here's the first tip. Slow down when eating. The body actually sends its satiation signals about 20 minutes after the brain. So this is why we unconsciously overeat. Many times we just eat, and we're not paying attention to our body's signals saying, you know what, my stomach feels full, or you know what, I feel like I've drank enough soda. I don't need to finish the whole 2-liter bottle of soda. I had one patient of mine, she told me she drank 3 liters of soda a day. I didn't understand how that was possible. It's hard enough for me to drink 8 glasses of water, but she actually drank 3 2-liter bottles of soda a day, and she was not diabetic. And so she was just addicted to soda, and we had to work with her to try to get off of that. So then we have to know your body's hunger signals. So if you know that you're frustrated, you're lonely, you're bored, you're stressed, you may want to understand why that is and deal with that issue instead of turning towards food to kind of satisfy or fill that void. You don't want to use food as a placeholder for your real problem and your real issue. And if you have trouble identifying that, definitely seek some counseling or get help or talk to someone about it. So if your stomach is growling or you feel lethargic and you feel like you have low energy, those are actually real signals that tells your body that it's time to eat. Then we have to develop a healthy eating environment. So making a structured time to eat. Okay, we're going to have breakfast at 8 a.m. We're going to have lunch at 12 p.m. We're going to have dinner at 6 p.m. So, and this will foster an environment where you'll develop better sleeping habits. You won't eat so late and then lay down and develop acid reflux and burning in your chest. I don't know how many of you have had that before, but sometimes that can be very uncomfortable and make you it decreases your mood and you start to develop unhealthy habits. And then the next morning you start to develop cravings. So you want to make sure that you are creating an environment where you're sitting down, you're eating with someone, eat with your children. How many of us have children and we sit down, we put a plate in front of them and tell them watch TV while we go off and finish off laundry or clean up the house? And that's not a good environment to teach our children. We need our children to learn how to have conversations and not be entertained by technology all the time. So turn off the TV and have dinner with your children a couple nights a week and see how that could build a better relationship with your family. And then also you want to keep food in the cabinets and not the fridge. How many of you have heard this, the saying, out of sight, out of mind? So if the food's not laying around, you're not going to be more prone to eating it. So these are some tips on how you can develop a healthy eating habit. So the next step you can look at is understanding your motivation when eating. And so this kind of goes back to your body's hunger signals. And so you want to take the time when you eat a healthier snack, make sure that you actually enjoy it. Think about how it tastes, the texture, the color, the smell. Try to figure out all the different seasonings and herbs when you eat it. Many of us know what we're supposed to do, but we don't do it. And it's very important that you try to take little small steps to kind of develop better habits later on in the future. Thinking about where your food comes from. Many of us don't, when you go to the grocery store, you don't know where that chicken came from. You don't know where that salad came from. If you think about, okay, somebody put this seed in some soil and they got water and they watered this plant and the sunlight came and helped this plant blossom and develop this grain, and somebody harvested it and packaged it and shipped it, and then the person had to take it out of the cart or out of the truck and put it in the grocery store, and then you purchased it. If you think about that dollar that you just gave to the cashier and all those people you just supported, you become more grateful and appreciative of all the effort that was put into creating this meal for you. And then the next layer is thinking about the person who prepared that meal out of love to make sure that you're nourished, and making sure you think about the smells and the seasonings and how it tastes and how it makes you feel. If you think about all the steps in the process in making your food, then that will definitely help you in becoming more cognizant of mindfully eating and eating healthier and reducing your cravings and not overeating. So you also want to pay attention to your plate. Don't get, when distracted, it's harder to listen to your body's cues about food. So if you're looking at your plate, first of all, look at the plate, enjoy the colors, enjoy the textures, enjoy the scents, and you also want to pay attention to what you're eating. When you put that food in your mouth, you want to chew it. You should chew it about 25 times or more if possible. Can't do that all the time. I understand that's not realistic. But I want you to pick one meal where you try that and actually try to see how you feel eating that food, and just focus on what's in your mouth at that time, and focus on how it goes down into your body and your stomach and how it makes you feel. And mindfully eating can actually help you reduce some of those cravings and reduce the amount that you eat, so that you can lose weight if that's your goal, or become healthier if that's your goal, or just to learn how to just to be healthier overall in your well-being. So these were a few tips on how to mindfully eat. Mindfulness is actually a Buddhist concept, and mindfulness can come in various forms, such as meditation, and it helps you cope with the emotions and the physical sensations when you're eating, or whether it's related to an emotional sensation that you're having. And it's actually been studied, and it has helped many people with eating disorders, depression, anxiety, and various food-related behaviors. So this is a big concept that's going around now, and there are many courses and seminars on this, and I just wanted to present it as another way for you to overcome your food cravings. And so today's challenge was for you to create healthy snacks that you can eat throughout the week. And I have to give a big shout out to Donna. She was the only person who responded to the challenge, and she made a comment that I want to read about her experience. She said, wow, I just proved to myself I do have some healthy snacks here. I just have to make the better choice. I had some apples and almonds that I give my pet squirrel. Yes, I have a pet squirrel. However, I realized I feed her a lot healthier than I feed myself, and I really enjoyed my snack. It was actually satisfying. Thank you for the challenge, Dr. Tuit. So I was really excited, and this was her plate. She made sure that she had a small portion, and she said she felt full afterwards. And that's the goal. That's all I'm asking, is for you to make one change in your life that can help you later on in the future. And so thank you for joining me today. This is the third day of the challenge. We have about 2 more days and a bonus day on Friday. So I want you guys to meet me back here every night this week at 9 p.m. and we'll talk about some other ways to kind of overcome your cravings. And so, again, my name is Dr. Kalani Tuit, your board-certified family medicine physician, and I help busy Caribbean professionals achieve optimal health on the go. Through my concierge medical services and virtual platform, you can live a life of abundant health by having access to premium healthcare on demand. Thank you for joining me today. Cheers to life. I wish you the best. Make sure you complete the challenge. It's not too late to join. Go to www.slaythatfoodcraving.com to join the challenge. I wish you guys all the best. And let me see. Hey, Donna, thanks for joining me. Yes, I have to shout you out because you did an awesome job today, and I hope you keep it up. Let's see, who else is here? We had Nene. Hey, how are you? And let's see, Dwayne, hi, how are you? Thanks for joining again tonight. Thank you for sticking with me. I know it's late. You guys probably have children you're putting to bed, or maybe you just came home from work and you're tired, finished making dinner, but it's important that you put something into yourself as well. And my goal is to help you become healthier the Caribbean way. So thank you again for joining me tonight. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. And I'm sorry, very sorry for being delayed. I thought I pressed the record video or the record button, and I obviously didn't. But that's all right. I came back and I'm here, and that's what matters. So thanks again for sticking with me. Have a wonderful night. Take care and good night.